Happy New Year, beautiful people. Welcome to the first video from Challenge Player 1 in the year 2022. And today, we're going to speak about whatever comes. That's what we're going to whatever comes. Welcome to the new year, beautiful
Welcome
people.
to 2022, peeps.
Man, another year of gaming.
Yes.
Another year of gaming. I feel like this year, though, is projected to be the best year.
Finally. Like,
2020
God.
screwed everything over.
Damn.
2021 even worse. So now pandemic is still pandemicking. We've just adjusted to it. So there's a good projection of games that are like scheduled to come. Fingers crossed for no delays.
The new gen consoles have already been out for a year.
Yeah.
Hardly any exclusives.
Hardly
any games.
Yes.
So
Hopefully this year. It ramps up. So what I want
Witch Queen next month.
For Destiny, right?
That's right.
Oh my days.
That's right.
Okay, cool. I'm slowly kind of getting my Destiny
Yearly
lingo up
expansion time.
there. So is that like a whole season passing for the year then, or?
It's the annual expansion. There's
Annual
still going to be
expansion.
like seasons within it, but that's the yearly expansion.
It's like the main, big...
DLC. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool, fair enough. Oh, that's
the
calm
main
then.
thing.
Calm. So what I want us to do is kind of just go through a couple games that we're sort of projecting to come out this year. There's loads, but we're kind of gonna go through our favorites anyway, because again, this video will be way too long. So one of the first ones, which I remember you said you wanted to get, was Sifu.
Yes.
With Sifu.
Yes.
Which actually, I remember seeing gameplay for it, and I was like, yo, this game looks cold.
I love me a martial arts game, I do.
Bro, and
Yeah.
the controls look really fluid as well.
Yeah, because it's made by the same people who made Absolver. Is it Absolver? I think it's Absolver. Someone corrects me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it's the same people who made that game, which is another fighting game.
Okay.
But it's not as it's not as intricately designed, I would say. But
Yeah.
Sifu's looking bad, man.
It looks cold. I saw it and I just kind of said, this one is definitely
I'm gonna have to get that on pre-order this week.
100%.
Yep.
And I think as well though, when it comes to these next gen games, I don't know, maybe it might just be me, or maybe it might just be, I guess, the state of where gaming is now, is that I guess you're more likely to pre-order games because it's on a new generational console. The graphics are better.
Yeah.
There's a high expectation for how things are going to look. So when you see a game like Sifu on a PS5 or another game on an Xbox One, Xbox Series X, you're kind of like, oh shit, okay, cool. Like I actually really want to pre-order this now, as opposed to it being a PS4 title.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'll think about it.
Yeah. Especially now with 2 versions of the PS5. You got the disc and you got the digital version. So obviously you can't really go out and buy per se the game, especially in my case because I got a digital version PS5. So sometimes you just tend to forget that the game comes out on a certain day or whatever. So you'd rather just have that on pre-order anyway. And most of the time anyway as well, when you digitally pre-order games, you're allowed to play them a slight bit earlier than like even having to go to the store to go buy it. So like once you get up, your game is ready for you. You don't have to go to the store buy it.
Yeah, you can literally just or wait for delivery.
Yeah,
and it's just there.
And then everything is updated as well, so you get your day one patch, all that kind of stuff. So mine not.
Oh, so Sifu coming soon. For me, my next one that I'm excited for is Pokemon Legends Arceus. Arceus. Do you know what's crazy? I pronounced it Arceus. Then I remember hearing somewhere it's Arceus.
Nah, it's Arceus.
And I'm just like, cool, it's whatever lingo sticks in it, whichever one you prefer. But I remember seeing the trailer for the first time and thinking, okay.
A finally 3D, like proper 3D Pokemon game.
Immersive.
Yeah.
A proper
I've been waiting for this a Pokemon game like this since the day and dawn of Pokemon.
Pretty much, yeah.
I've just been waiting for it, man. Because even on like DS and stuff, you had the hardware to do it.
Yeah.
But
they just kind of didn't. Yeah, they just didn't do it. Yeah. So now that they've got the opportunity and they are taking the opportunity to do that, it's kind of I'm looking at it like now, like, okay, cool.
It's more like open world kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Which is, again, what it should have always been. So
yeah, and I'm tired of. I'll be honest. Like, I was very tired of. For example, they remastered. I think it's like Shining Diamond something. They basically redone Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah.
They remastered Diamond and Pearl. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl.
I was about to say that.
Jesus
yes,
crispy.
yes.
Thank you. And I kind of sat there and said no. I just said no. I said I'm not doing this again. No,
nah.
I'm not doing this again. And so as soon as they announced both of them within the same breath, I said, this is what I'm gonna get, because it looks a lot more detailed. It looks a lot better.
It looks more Pokemon.
It looks more like what Pokemon should be, yeah. And they really kind of taken that step forward into something that they've never done before for like a home console like the Switch.
Yeah.
So they've done, obviously, you've got like Pokemon Coliseum, you've got other stuff. They've done that massive expansion mode before, but on a handheld like this is going to be something interesting.
It's going to be a different ball game.
Yeah.
It's going to be a different ball game.
It's actually coming out this month as well. I think next week, either next week or next 2 weeks at the time of this recording.
I think it is next week, yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully expectations will be fulfilled. Next one, Horizon Forbidden West.
Not really a fan.
Have you played the first one?
I have. Not really a fan.
Why?
Oh, my.
Why?
It's just not my game.
Is it?
It's just not my game.
I mean, you're more of an FPS. Well, you're more kind of like, well, I was going to say just Destiny, but really and truly, I was going to say Destiny.
Really
but
and truly, to be fair. Yeah. I like open world adventure quest games.
Mm-hmm.
They're okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. For some reason, Horizon Zero Dawn just felt a bit jarring for me.
Right.
Like, I don't know if it was the gameplay, if it was the story. It just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
So I was just like, nah.
It's not a bit of you, is it?
Nah.
It's not.
It would be if
had guns in it.
Low. If it was like slightly more of less questy.
Makes sense. Yeah, it's the. Do you know what? I was actually going to get to that as well. It's
like if it was less questy.
Yeah.
Then maybe I'll pick it up. Because again, the world is beautiful. Like, it's nice.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. Like, I've played Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed is a great game. Like, if it was more like that, and I'm talking about pre RPG Assassin's Creed games. So like the original ones.
Yeah.
If it was like that, then cool.
Yeah.
I'll pick it up. But it's a little bit too questy for me.
I hear that.
So.
Because I feel like that's one of my main issues with Zero Dawn is just how flipping big that game is. It's like you look at the map and you're instantly overwhelmed. And I think
that's another thing as well for me.
Yeah.
I was a bit overwhelmed by the map.
Yeah.
And like getting from point A to point B, it's kind of difficult.
Yeah, unless you're fast traveling. But if you don't have the ability to fast travel, then you're very screwed. Like, you're very screwed.
So I was just like, I'm not really trying to do this point A, point B, like 10 kilometers away and that. Long.
Yeah.
And then even with fast travel, not everyone enjoys fast travel.
Yeah.
Some people kind of just want to get somewhere faster without having to fast travel.
That's true.
Like a vehicle of some sorts.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So the fact that I didn't have that either, I was kind of like,
It's like, it's kind of dead out.
Just put that game. For whoever likes that kind of game and the genre that it sits in, you're gonna like it
100%.
because it's nice.
100%.
It's a good game. It looks incredible. It's gonna look even more incredible when it comes out on PS5. With the whole ray tracing performance.
It's definitely one of the most unique titles in a long time in gaming. Like, merging two separate concepts together and actually making it into the game that is actually something that, especially nowadays in gaming, is very
difficult to do.
It's difficult to do for a AAA title like that, should I say? Then yes,
which is kind of in a similar realm of the next game that we're going to talk about.
Forspoken.
Correct.
Yeah, that was the next one on my list as well, bro.
So yeah, like, although Horizon Forbidden West is not my thing.
Yeah, Forspoken is just that game looks. Do you know what? When again, and I'll always mention this when it comes to Forspoken. When the PlayStation 5 first revealed, and I think they released the graphics testing for Unreal Engine 5.
Unreal Engine 5, yeah.
And I looked at it and said, I don't know what game this is, whether this is even a game,
but I'm gonna get it.
But I want it, and I want it expeditiously.
I want it, and I'm going to get it.
And I'm going to get it. And I saw, okay, cool. I think was it E3 or somewhere that they announced it.
Yeah, Project Athea.
Yeah,
I believe was the code name for that game.
And I remember just seeing gameplay for it, and I said, "Whoa!" And then they revealed more gameplay, and I said, "Whoa!"
I was like, Doctor Strange,
fam.
Doctor Strange, bro.
And
one of my favorite superheroes. I get to more or less play as. That's incredible, man.
Traversal is looking
unreal,
brother.
Like the engine. Listen. Listen.
When I see Michael slide through, whip, on some speed tick, jumping, and I'm just looking at the environment, I'm just like, nah, this game looks.
And it's an open world game, fam.
Bro, I am.
Draw distance.
This one.
Crazy.
Forspoken might be a pre-order thing.
Oh, 100%.
It might be a pre-order thing.
Top level as well. Probably like collector's edition or something.
The only games I remember I've pre-ordered was the Spider-Man games, both Spider-Man. First one and Miles Morales. Those are the only games that I can remember. That and Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Those are the only 3 games I can remember literally pre-ordering.
Yeah.
And I saw Forspoken and said, I'm pre-ordering this game. Whatever edition it is.
Listen.
I'm getting it.
I'm getting the topmost edition of that game.
I'm getting it.
I don't care how much it is. I'm getting it.
We're getting it.
I'm getting it.
So as if we don't get given a code before then, innit? But Sony looking at you. But do you know what other? This one's a fairly smaller one, but I'm low key excited for it just because of the history behind this game, and that's the Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga.
Okay.
I love like the Lego series.
The Lego games are great. They're great.
Whoever sat in a room and said, we need to make Lego Star Wars into a game deserves a Nobel Peace Prize.
Now, whoever said we need to make Lego games,
yeah,
that's it.
Pulitzer, Nobel Peace Prize, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You need all of them because playing the Lego Star Wars Episode 1, 2, and 3 on the PS2 back in the day.
Yeah, don't forget, people. Those Lego games have been out for
PS2 days.
A while.
For a long time.
And they are all incredibly insane.
And then when they announced, what was it, I think it was episode 3 or the Clone Wars one, where they improved the graphics and the gameplay, and you're like, what? That's why they put it on the PS3, I remember.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? I'm playing a young Anakin, graphics are looking mad, and now I'm getting a Skywalker Saga that I could potentially play on my Switch. Run it up. I might even pre-order that one as well, to be fair. I might even pre-order a Lego game as well.
Listen.
That one, I'm excited for still. Like, this year is really the year to prove that all the games that they were supposed to release last year, they couldn't release this year. Now's the time. So
that's right.
I'm excited. I'm very, very keen. Have you looked into the new Saints Row game?
I have.
What do you think of it?
I personally like it a lot.
It looks very charismatic, innit?
Just as any Saints Row game should be.
True.
Just as any Saints Row game should be.
That's very true.
And I think it really goes back to the roots of Saints Row.
You think so?
Yeah. Because after Saints Row 3, I don't know what. Volition, I don't know what you were doing.
Yeah.
I don't know what you were doing. It was fun. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like Saints Row 4, having the superpowers and that.
Just running.
It was
foot diving into man's car.
It was jokes.
Something around with a dildo.
Listen.
With the cat suit and that.
Listen. Like.
I don't see an app called YouTube.
Yeah, sorry, Siri.
Thanks, Siri.
We're recording here. Thank you.
But yeah, no. Again, like the Saints Row 4 games and... Or should I say the Saints Row 4 games? Actually, yeah. The Saints Row 4 games. Because there was like 3 of them.
It was like 2 or 3
There was like 2 or 3 of them?
Yeah, it was weird.
Like the Saints Row 4 games, they were okay. They were a bit over the top. A little bit too over the top. Because Saints Row is already over the top. But Volition, you were doing a little bit too much there.
Right.
With like 4 election or whatever it was called. And then Get Out of Hell.
Yeah.
Because obviously Johnny Gat and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I really like the last Saints Row game that I enjoyed was Saints Row 3. because obviously that was over the top from Saints Row 2, because that's when
Yeah.
you were like jumping feet first into people's cars, all that kind of doing the most,
lad,
like
yeah.
all kinds of, like you had like a dubstep gun and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like that was jokes.
That was a fun game.
That was a fun game,
Really
you
fun
know.
game, yeah.
That was jokes. But this one goes back to like Saints Row 1 and 2.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't really go back to them, but it takes like
It strips it down a bit more.
it takes aspirations from Saints Row and Saints Row 2.
Right.
In like you're trying to build your empire, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not as over the top as Saints Row 3
Yeah.
by the looks of things, but it looks like it's gonna be really, really fun to play. And I can't wait. I'm gonna pre-order that one.
Yeah. It's definitely got little like sprinkles of like the elements that we're speaking about in Saints Row 3, but they don't kind of overdo it.
Yeah, they don't overdo it, exactly. Yeah.
So there is that element of, okay, we're taking it back to Saints Row 1 and 2, where it's a bit more serious.
Yeah.
Gangs, this and that, X,
Exactly.
Y, Z, but with the element of Saints Row 3.
Yeah,
So it's got a bit of everything. Yeah.
It's got the charisma of Saints Row 3 with the kind of like from what we can see,
Mm-hmm.
the storylines and kind of gameplay from Saints Row 1
Right,
and 2.
yeah. And what I will say that I do like as well, because some people's criticisms are that it doesn't have some of the characters from the previous Saints Row
That's
games
fine.
or certain elements. But this,
That's fine.
That's
It's
the thing.
It's a reboot.
It's a reboot, but they reboot it in a
Do
way that do you?
It's what a reboot is meant to be, guys. Yeah.
But they do it in a way that I feel like I've got faith. Looking at what I've seen so far, I've got faith that they're gonna do it in the right way.
They're gonna execute it well.
Exactly.
Because, like, again, like, what are people expecting from a reboot that has come, God knows how many years after Saints Row 4?
And if,
like, you can't expect the same characters to be there. And if you do expect the characters to be there, you can't expect them to be playable characters.
Yeah.
Like, you expect them to be like story characters or something like that. Because like Saints Row has been off the grid for a long time. So you can't expect like Johnny and all them lot to come back.
Yeah.
Like, you can have characters that are like them, which is what we're gonna have in Saints Row. I forgot the name. But I think it's just called Saints Row.
I think it's just Saints Row.
But yeah, you can't really have high expectations.
Yeah.
In terms of like past Saints Row games.
Yeah. I don't think it's better that they do that anyway. I don't like
A reboot is healthy. In this form, I think a reboot is healthy.
It's very healthy, and I don't like we were speaking about with Pokemon. I was like, I don't want a remake of the previous games like that.
Yeah.
That was for that time.
Yeah.
I prefer that. If you rebooted it to make it available on the Switch, I'll get it. But
like remake, no bueno.
no bueno.
Reboot, yes.
Yes.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you. I was gonna say more bueno. I was like, no, that makes no sense, blood. Let's see, what other games are there? There's loads, but obviously we're gonna kind of go through Bayonetta 3.
That's not my thing.
Bayonetta 3.
That's your thing.
Bayonetta 3. Bayonetta 3. Oh my god, bro. I finished both 1 and 2 in a space of like a month. Oh, that game is the definition of fun. Like,
I would never know.
in terms of like hack and slash, like Devil May Cry, like Bayonetta is fun, it's sexy, it's hilarious, it's chic, it's got that flair, it's fun, and now 3's coming out. All the Bayonetta stands will look at me and say, "Yeah,
you can tell he's got high expectations."
Fam,
he's got high expectations.
Because bro, the game, like when I play 2,
don't cry to me when it's dead though.
That's not gonna happen. and if it happens, we'll make a video on it, innit? But when I finished 1, I'm like, this game is sick. And then you play the sequel, and it builds on like like the little things you had to unlock in 1. In 2, it's just a staple, bro. Just comes with the program. Then now 3's coming. I'm like, hey yo, I'm there.
Man said pre-order.
If I can pre-order the pre-order, I'm gonna do that because blood. Bayonetta 3. It's serving. It's giving. Don DeMarco. Bro, listen, I'm right there. Again, another one I'll talk about is God of War. God of War Ragnarok. God of War Ragnarok. Do you know what?
Everyone's got high expectations for that one.
Do you know what? I don't even have high expectations like that. You
No,
know,
people have high expectations.
I just want the story to just be good.
But that's high. That's high. That's an expectation.
That's an expectation.
That's an expectation. I don't know how high people would put it, but it's an expectation.
Yeah.
But I know that people have high expectations for that game.
Because I'm not expecting.
Because people were expecting a God of War game
Yeah.
to come out before 2023 anyways.
Yeah, true. Oh, 100%. 100%.
So the fact that there was that, I feel like there's high expectations for
Yeah.
this game.
And also as well, though, because from my personal standpoint, I'm like, yo, they're just continuing from the first game. So
Yeah.
graphics-wise, it's only just going to be boosted that little bit better. It's going to be across PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 anyway. The only difference is the worlds are going to look different. You're going to gain access to more certain things. Sort of like a DLC expansion pack, if you think about it.
Yeah.
It's just a continuation of a story.
Yeah, like a Bungie thing.
Like a Bungie thing, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if it's basic. The best way to describe it is like Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Like, it's just an expansion of the
It's
universe
it's not a
already.
standalone game.
Exactly.
I mean, it kind of is, but it's not.
Yeah. So my only expectation is just it's just a good story and that's it. You know, some people might have a bit more, but really and truly, there's not really much you can expect more from a game that's,
To be honest,
a part two of the first one.
Yeah, it's even like Miles Morales. Really, to be fair, like people, well, they didn't expect a lot, but it's like, like you would think that they would like completely overhaul the game, all that kind of stuff, but no, it's just Miles Morales. Yeah. It's like the Spider-Man game that we got on PS4, but make it Miles Morales.
Just make it Miles Morales.
So
we're gonna get into the last couple. And some of these are actually quite interesting. Some of them I'm anticipating. Some obviously we might have seen gameplay for already. And the first one I'm going to speak about is Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. Have you seen gameplay for that?
Yes.
What do you think? Is that a good or I'm concerned?
It's just a
Yeah.
because I don't know what to expect. Cause there's expectations when you haven't seen gameplay, and then there's expectations of when you have seen gameplay.
Right.
Because when you see gameplay, you're now thinking, how well does it play? You know?
How fluid is it?
Yeah, like how fluid is the gameplay that I'm seeing right now? So I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not sure, you know? Because obviously you've got many characters that you can play as. So you've got different play styles.
Yeah.
But it's very similar to the Batman Arkham series from what I can see in the gameplay.
Yeah.
But again, how well is it actually going to play? You know?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like,
That makes sense. Do you know what? When I saw the gameplay, it reminded me a lot of Sunset Overdrive.
That as well. And to be frank, I loved that game.
Yes.
But I didn't like the gameplay.
Right. Okay, I get you.
Like, does it make sense?
Yeah.
Because like traversal and all that kind of stuff, it was fun.
Beautiful,
like it's sick the way the game was, the game looked, all that kind of stuff. But to a certain extent, it was a bit jarring. Yeah. Because there was like, unless you got your muscle memory right, you had a tough time.
Right.
Trying to do things well. You know? Like from jumping from rails to rails, like linking moves, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
Unless you have the muscle memory. Yeah. You know? So yeah.
Okay.
Like after seeing the Suicide Squad gameplay, it gave me like Arkham Knight, Sunset Overdrive kind of vibes, and I was just like,
Hogwarts Legacy. There's a Listen, Linda, listen. Yo.
Listen. If it's anything, like the Harry Potter game back on PS2, I'm pre-ordering that. I'm pre-ordering that.
I feel like it might be better though, because
even if it's better, I'm getting it.
Some of the news that I saw circulating, bro,
I'm getting that.
I'm like,
I'm not even a Harry Potter fan. But the fact that it was the first game that I ever got on my PlayStation 2, I'm getting that.
Bro.
I'm getting that.
Bro. I'm like, the way
and also, oh wait, I don't have a disc version though. Oh,
might as well just buy it just for the antiques.
Because back when I had the PS2 version of that Harry Potter game, I forgot which one it was. I literally cannot remember for the life of me what version of the game that was. But it came with a map.
A physical map?
Yeah, bro.
What? A map? Like, you know...
So, like, it came with a map of the Hogwarts, like, Academy. Academy
shit.
school?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, it came with a map and all, like, the hidden secret areas, all that kind of stuff. And I was just like,
I low-key missed that though. Like when you would buy, I think the last game I remember buying was like when you bought GTA 5 and it came with the map of Los Santos.
I feel like the last game that I played that had that was Uncharted 4 with the collector's edition.
Yeah, Uncharted 4 was very good at that stuff though.
Yeah, of course. Because I got the coin, which is it was a good coin.
Yeah,
it's kind of my lucky coin now actually. I carry it everywhere I go. And you also got an encyclopedia, so. Yeah, like full-blown encyclopedia, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, then.
It was lit.
Here's fingers crossed to Hogwarts Legacy.
And to all the other games coming out in 2022.
Yeah, because...
Good luck to y'all.
Listen, because the people are going to be watching. The people are going to be watching. And we're going to be watching closely. And the very last game I want to mention before we cap this video off is... The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah, I'm on that. That's you.
I haven't. There's
all the Nintendo Switch games on that. That's all you, man. Until I get mine, but
I want gamers to kind of like people who are watching this video. I want to know whether you have this feeling as well. Obviously, you as well. Yuri, let me know. Sometimes I have an apprehension to play a game because either the scale of it is so massive. It's quite daunting to kind of just pick it up and just play it. So, for example, since I got Breath of the Wild, I haven't touched it at all. Like, there's a certain level of, I'm like, I don't know whether if I play it, I'll get bored of it. Yeah. Or if I play it, it will just be so massive, I'll get overwhelmed. Yeah. Or if I would just play it so much, I will not even edit this video. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's such a massive game, critically acclaimed, one of the best games of all time. And yeah, bro. It's been Breath of the Wild. The first Breath of the Wild literally changed so much about the Zelda, like the Zelda series, but also gaming in general. Like it was like one of the very few games that's like this game is an actual masterpiece. Yeah. So now that the sequel's coming out, again similar to God of War Ragnarok, it's just a build up on the mechanics that they've already had, but just improved things here and there. So. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, a lot of people are going to be ready for that. A lot of people are going to be on that one. I feel like it's definitely going to be... I have a feeling that it's not going to be as good as the first.
Of course.
I feel like people are going to have, it's still beautiful and still retains the same elements of Breath of the Wild 1, but it doesn't capture that same je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi.
So, with that being said, let us know what games are you excited for 2022. A new year has come. All of the pandemics has been pandemicing. All the companies have been scrambling their brains, everything. But now the year has come where everyone is really gearing up to release their stuff. So let us know.
Trying to make it work.
Trying to make it work. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. My name is Archie.
My name is Yuri. Stay safe. Stay gaming. Stay pre-ordering.
I was going to say Bro, I was actually going to say stay pre-ordering as well. Yo.